I like that, man. I bet you Robin from Top 9, you would actually, he could transform that into something really sick.
And that's how to break dance.
Next up on stage, it's V-Peeps versus Battle Droids crew.
Dear V-Peeps, rest in peace.
La jambe, on fera et hop. Boum. Donc pour éviter ça, ne vous laissez pas entraîner.
Who's gonna do it? Who's gonna do it? Diego.
You're going to bring it forward and back. Try that again.
I'm not gonna lie, this could be really dope. That CC kick up. I like that, man. I bet you Robin from Top 9, you would actually, he could transform that into something really sick.
And that's how to break dance.
stage, it's VPs versus Battle Droids crew.
Dear VPs, rest in peace.
Lancez la jambe pour frapper. Hop. Boum. Donc pour éviter ça, ne vous laissez pas entraîner.
Who's gonna do it? Who's gonna do it?
Diego, let's go. Diego, up.
You're going to bring it forward and back. Try that again.
I'm not gonna lie, this could be really dope. That CC kick up. I like that, man. I bet you Robin from Top 9, you would actually, he could transform that into something really sick.
And that's how to break dance.
Sur le dos, là vous allez.
Next up on stage, it's VPs versus Battle Droids crew.
Dear VPs, rest in peace.
Lancez la jambe pour frapper. Hop. Boum. Donc pour éviter ça, ne vous laissez pas entraîner.
Who's gonna do it? Who's gonna do it?
Diego, let's go. Diego, up.
You're going to bring it forward and back. Try that again.
I'm not gonna lie, this could be really dope. That CC kick up. I like that, man. I bet you Robin from Top 9, you would actually, he could transform that into something really sick.
And that's how to break dance.
Sur le dos, là vous avez...
Next up on stage, it's VPs versus Battle Droids crew.
Dear VPs, rest in peace.
Lancez la jambe pour frapper. Hop. Boum. Donc pour éviter ça, ne vous laissez pas entraîner.
Who's gonna do it? Who's gonna do it?
Diego, Diego, let's go. Diego, Diego, up.
You're going to bring it forward and back. Try that again.
I'm not gonna lie, this could be really dope. That CC kick up. I like that, man. I bet you Robin from Top 9, you would actually, he could transform that into something really sick.
And that's how to break dance.
on stage, it's VPs versus Battle Droids crew.
Dear VPs, rest in peace.
Lancez la jambe pour frapper. Hop. Boum. Donc pour éviter ça, ne vous laissez pas entraîner.
Who's gonna do it? Who's gonna do it?
Diego, Diego, let's go. Diego, Diego, up.
You're going to bring it forward and back. Try that again.
I'm not gonna lie, this could be really dope. That CC kick up. I like that, man. I bet you Robin from Top 9, you would actually, you know, he could transform that into something really sick.
And that's how to break dance.
Sur le dos, là vous allez.
Next up on stage, it's VPs versus Battle Droids crew.
Dear VPs, rest in peace.
Lancez la jambe pour frapper. Hop. Boum. Donc pour éviter ça, ne vous laissez pas entraîner.
Who's gonna do it? Who's gonna do it?
Diego, Diego, let's go. Diego, Diego, up.
You're going to bring it forward and back. Try that again.
I'm not gonna lie, this could be really dope. That CC kick up. I like that, man. I bet you Robin from Top 9, you would actually, he could transform that into something really sick.
And that's how to break dance.
Sur le dos, là vous allez sur...
Next up on stage, it's VPs versus Battle Droids crew.
Dear VPs, rest in peace.
Lancez la jambe, pour frapper, hop, boum. Donc pour éviter ça, ne vous laissez pas entraîner.
Who's gonna do it? Who's gonna do it?
Diego, let's go. Diego, up.
You're going to bring it forward and back. Try that again.
I'm not gonna lie, this could be really dope. That CC kick up. I like that, man. I bet you Robin from Top 9, you would actually, he could transform that into something really sick.
And that's how to break dance.
on stage, it's VPs versus Battle Droids crew.
Dear VPs, rest in peace.
Lancez la jambe, pour frapper, hop, boum. Donc pour éviter ça, ne vous laissez pas entrer.
Ja, c'est excellent. Who's gonna do it? Who's gonna do it?
Diego, up.
Yeah, motherfuckers. Yeah. Alright, let me know if the audio works. I need to know if the audio works. If you can hear me right now, I need to know that. Because if you can't hear me, and it's all like, then we have a problem. Then you're not going to be able to hear my info right here. So let me know in the chat right now if you can hear me, if my voice is nice and clear, so I can give you the instructions that are needed for this video live stream right here. Yeah. Kunt je me zien? Kunt je me zien? What's up, guys? What's up? It's your boy Coach Sambo right here. Bam, boom, back. So I'm really excited for this right now. This is my first live stream, and you know, y'all know me, right? I just want to bring that fire, that flavor, that everything you can bring, which is positive for you guys. I want to bring that right here to the chat with you guys. So let me just give you the grand tour of this, this live stream that's going to be happening right here. Sorry, I just finished a vegetarian burger, which is really nice. Dat zal de connectie zijn. Daarmee die hadden gezegd dat we dat via kabel moesten doen. Ja. So guys, how are you guys doing? Let me know where you're from, because I see 21 people up here in this live stream, and I really want to know where you guys are from. And don't forget to give me 5 push-ups. Yes, definitely. Thank you, Storm Breaks. I forgot the 5 push-ups. You know, I can't do that, right? Because that's like my signature move, right? The 5 push-ups. Alright, so let me give you the tour really quick. Alright, so right here I will be, talking with you guys, giving you guys explanations and stuff. And then I can switch on over to this motherfucker right here. And this is where... Y'all like this CC right here? Especially for y'all. Hell yeah. Live, baby. I like this. This is working just fine for me, right? So we got Cameron is from St. Louis, Missouri, USA. Shout out to you, my brother, right there. We got B-Boy Trinitix from Malaysia. Shout out to you, man. What time is it right now in Malaysia? I really like to know that. And then we have Batonic JP from Poland. Polska represent. I know how to say socks. Socks in Polish. How do you say that again? I knew how to say socks. How do you say socks? Skarpecki. If you guys need to know what socks are in Polish, skarpecki. Alright? Never forget that. It might save your life one day. Latvia, we got Omar from Egypt, we got Germany in the place to be. That is really, really awesome. Guys from all over the place. I like that a lot. Alright guys, so in Malaysia it's midnight right now, but it's midnight in Belgium right now, so how can it be midnight over there and midnight over here as well? Let me just change the light real quick. I need to just, the lighting makes me look like an alcoholic. Give me a minute. Let me see if I look a little fresher right there. Yeah! Fresh Sambo, 26 years old right here. Skarpetki. Yeah, that's it, Skarpetki. Uzbekistan, bro! That's far away, man. Uzbekistan. I like that, man. So, guys, I am here to help you out with your videos, with your training sessions, with everything you need help on. Just don't make it too hard for me. I have a little neck pain from my practice yesterday, so don't ask me to do like 50 halos or something like that. I just want to give you guys good information so I can help you guys out with your training sessions in the future. So, with that said, let me just start by opening my inbox. Wow, a lot of new messages right there. And I'm gonna start with the first guys that sent me the first messages today, because these guys are hardcore. I put it on my Instagram story that they had to place videos and do it as fast as possible, and some people really did that. So I respect those people, and they're probably waiting right now in the chat right there. So I'm gonna start out with these guys first. So I'm gonna start out with Vegeta Okay Tight. Alright, let me just figure out how this is all gonna work right here, because I do have a system ready right here to display the videos that have been sent to me, and I will look them up right now. Vegeta dot. Alright, I got my man right here. Alright, so if you could give me any type of feedback on whatever has to change in these live streams so I can make them better and better and better. By the time next year hits, I'll probably have some really futuristic system right here to help you guys out even more. Alright, so let me just switch to this screen right here. 3, 2, 1, look at that. Boom! And right now we're live on this dude's Instagram, and we're gonna check Vegeta. His video's out. I don't know what he sent me exactly. Let me just check that out really quick right here. Let me know if you can see this. If you can see this, that is good news. I have almost 3 computers right here that I have to work with. just let me get used to this, right? So, what we have here, Vegeta, my man, you look like a very strong, developed human being right there. Alright, so we have walkover air flares, flare to planche. Now, what do you need? What do you need help with exactly, my friend? Because this is like a compilation video, and I see some really good stuff right there. You look pretty goddamn strong. I just saw you did a few walkover air flares right there, and if we could, too bad I can't scroll on the walkover air flares. Yes,
that guy is from Turkey, bro.
This guy is from Turkey. Yeah. Vegeta Oktay. Vegeta Oktay from Turkey. I see some good stuff. Alright, I see good windmills. Alright.
He got some good punch.
Got some good stuff right there. So, Vegeta, I saw you did some walkover air flares in this video. Alright, so let me just go straight to that and talk about those walkover air flares. Because, he has a very common problem. Look at that right now. I believe those are walkover air flares. But what is the problem right here? The problem here lies with multiple things, all right? We're going to talk about your legs, we're going to talk about your head, and we're going to talk about your shoulder flexibility, because that is the most important thing you need to work on. Because I see you doing like planches and you like moves that require a lot of strength and a lot of control, that is a positive thing, but it is also a negative thing when it comes to your flexibility. And shoulder flexibility does really, really help when it comes to learning walkover air flares, of course. So that is already one aspect you should work on. You should do a lot of bridges, and you should work on a lot of opening in those arms and shoulders so you can walk over and get more depth into these shoulders while doing the walkover. Another thing you should look at, and I think he's going to do it right now again. Everybody watch with us together, right? So when he's doing the walkover, the head. The head is really important, because right now at this point, when I watch this right now, is the point of an air flare is walking the point of learning the walkover air flare is to make it look as much as possible as a normal air flare. What I mean by that is what makes the air flare look like an air flare? What makes it look so cool? And why do everybody, especially 12-year-old kids, want to learn air flares? It's because basically when you're jumping from one hand to the other, the floor is all the way behind you. You know, and if you would fall at that moment, you would fall on your neck, right? That's what makes the move so dangerous. That's what makes the move so, you know, so insane. The first time I saw air flares, I was like, what? But the thing is, what you're doing right now, and you're going to do it right now again, look at his head, guys, and make sure you don't have the same problem when you're training your air flares as well, is when you're doing the walkover, do not stare at the floor. You want to pull those head in, that head in. You see this head? He's still looking at the floor. So he's not doing a walkover and creating the illusion or the effect that the floor is behind him. And this makes it look like a spinning handstand. All right, so these are already two very important things that I actually told you right here. So flexibility in the shoulders, and of course, you want to bring that head in and the leg positioning. And check out my power kick tutorial for the positioning of the legs. And a little bit of flexibility in your hips will definitely help you out. All right, so that does it for Vegeta. You know what I mean? Like, never give up, bro. If you would stretch seriously, I'm sure that you would learn air flares really quick because you already have enough strength for that, control. All you need is the flexibility and maybe a little bit better technique when you're working on your walkover air flares. You know, I hope other people also learned a lot from the tips I'm giving right now. These are very important things you have to look at. You see, he was just doing that move right there once more. Flexibility shoulders, head in so the floor is behind you, and the opening and the right position of the hips and the legs. All right? Y'all agree with me on that or what?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, let me just check the comments here really quick. Yes, Karpetsky. Oh, wait. 6:27 a.m. in the morning. Oh, so it's 6:27 a.m. in the morning in Malaysia, probably. So, considering battle droids are young monsters at power moves, what is your opinion about mixing breaking with art form, tricking in battles as a judge and a coach? So this is really a good question. So Edwards is saying right now that, you know, battle droids, my students, they are well known for doing power moves. But of course, my goal as the B-boy coach is not to create a crew that is just consistent of power heads. But this is kind of one of my secrets to me coaching kids and creating battle droids crew. Is I prioritize, and I say this in one of my how to teach classes, in one of my how to teach videos, I actually prefer to start with power moves. Why? Because it's the hardest thing. You do not want to learn air flares or one-handed air flares when you're 25 years old. Because I had that issue. I started learning these hard moves when I was getting older, and your body can't adapt that fast. So it's kind of logic when you start to train kids all the hard moves first, and if they will keep breaking and, you know, they fall in love with the culture eventually, they will develop style and they will develop, you know, footwork, and they will develop, you know, passion and love for the culture, and, you know, it will grow from there. But the thing is, once a kid turns 19 years old and he wants to, you know, he wants to become a really good B-boy, then he doesn't have to worry about the power moves anymore. It's already there because the coach should actually, you know, implement that and teach these hardcore moves while they're still young. And, you know, in balance with other things, of course. So that is a really good question from Edwards. And I hope you agree with me on what I'm saying right now. You know, when you look at battle droids right now, they're only in a very small process of a long journey that they still have to go through. But, you know, at least they can do like air chairs on both sides and good air flares before they even hit 16 years of age, you know, and that is the dream for every B-boy that has my age or every B-boy that is in my generation. All right, so I'm gonna head on back to Instagram and I'm gonna look at the next person who sent me a video. And actually what you should do is you should send me a video and you should actually tell me, yo, Sambo, can you check that out? Because with Vegeta, I just checked his air flare out. but you know, maybe he was just asking for directions on his windmills or something like that. I don't know. You guys tell me, right? So next up, we're going to B-Boy Hrez. How do you pronounce that? Hrez? B-Boy Hrez. Let me just check out what you got right there. And I'm going to open it on my tab here, of course. So, B-Boy Hrez. There you are. Let me just open up your profile and look up the video you have sent me. So, it looks like you're training outside somewhere. This is a long video, bro. I don't know what I should actually look at when I'm doing this. And switch. Magic. All right, here we go. See, this is a 3-minute video. I do not know what to look at when I'm looking at a 3-minute video. All right, but you do look, you know, you're a handsome young fellow right there. Doing some moonwalks, doing some footworks right there, like that. Footworks, as our girl Faye said. I see some tutting. All right, guys, I don't know if, you know, I don't know what you need feedback on. What is B-Boy Hrez. Hrez. B-Boy Hrez. Send me a video of what you exactly need help for, because we cannot watch this whole video. You know, I cannot let everybody here on the stream watch this whole video. We need to help people, man. We need to help people. All right, so next in line is B-Boy Cam RSC. All right, we have a dope video right here. Let me just look it up for you guys. From Camer. I don't know how to pronounce these names, man. I'm so sorry for that. And I hope over time we'll learn to know you guys a lot better, and then I will probably know how to pronounce your name. Yeah. All right, so here we go. Boom. Next video. Let's see what we can help you out with. See, my man right there has a good looking air flare. You can already tell that once this guy will hit 10 to 15, 20 air flares, I will promise you he will have sick air flares. So let's look at what he's doing right now. He has a very good air flare, and he's starting to, you know, enter the second air flare. But the thing is, the landing should be higher, because every time you have a stable landing while doing your air flare, that opens up the door for the second air flare. Right now, you're at the limit. This is the limit. Like, you cannot go any lower than that if you want to continue doing your air flares. But at this stage, if you're not able to do 5 air flares, you know what I mean? You should actually train them as high as possible. And I do believe when I look at your body right now that you actually have enough flexibility to train high walkover air flares. And I'm sure about that. So if other people right here have the same problem right here, that you're doing 1, almost 2 air flares, you know, the golden rule is missing. What's the golden rule, guys, from the air flare tutorial? 3 is 1. 3 is 1, guys. 4 is 1. 5 is 1. So that means when you land your air flare, you should land it high enough so you can connect it to a high enough air flare when you're creating your second air flare. Because now look at the second air flare. You know, it's almost at the same height as a flare. It's not at the same position. You want to duplicate that first air flare and get it as high as possible so you can make sure you can get to that second air flare. And then you want to do exactly the same thing for the third air flare, and so on and so on and so on. And I hope you guys are getting value out of this right here, because basically these are kind of things that I do explain in my air flare tutorial, but it's always good to get that extra info and, you know, to look at some good examples right here, because my man is killing it. I'm going to be honest, he is killing it with the air flare right there. But of course, landing needs to be a lot higher, and you will feel the difference. And when I see students of mine landing it nice and high, you know, they don't even have to think about the second air flare. They're getting into that second air flare almost automatically. All right. So big up. Let me just try and pronounce your name one more time. B-boy Kamersk. B-boy Kamersk. All right. I'm gonna call you that until you correct me, and then hopefully I'll remember that. All right. So let's move on to the next video. Next video is from Genuism, and I like that name. But Genuism, you did not send me a link. You just sent me a video. So I can't display it right now for all the other people that are watching right now. So I will try and do this old school style. You know, I'll try and share my phone with you guys while you guys try and figure out what he's doing at the same time. So here we go. Let me just watch it first, then I know what he's doing. Genuism. Very nice. All right, so my man Genuism right here is doing a windmill, and if you ask me, it is kind of clean. See, if you send me a link, I don't have to do this, all right? Because it's kind of primitive, right? And even though I didn't develop my system yet, you know, at least I can learn this. So I think what Genuism, what can I change to make my barrel mill looking better? All right, so let me just switch to my ultimate footwork cam right here. Yeah. All right, Genuism. All right, and anyone who would be executing windmills, but you need help and tips on to get more speed, and you want to, get your windmill to that next level. The thing is, you want to start by using those hands less and less. All right, and well, obviously, when you learn your windmill first, you use that baby freeze a lot, okay? And you put a lot of body weight onto that baby freeze, and the baby freeze does take a while, all right? But what you want to do now is you want to get that baby freeze as short as possible, all right? Let me just get that chair out of the way. And let me just give you a few examples right here. And I hope the audio is still good. Let me know in the comments if the audio is good, because if you can't hear me right now and it looks like, then of course you're not going to get the message and I'm going to have a problem. Yeah. So, transforming your windmills into, barrel mills, faster mills, and basically, I'm going to be honest with you guys, this is going to be for my advanced windmill tutorial, but I'm going to give you a little preview right here on the techniques that I use to implement this. Let me just get the camera nice and straight right there. Alright, so if you just learn your windmill, it's probably going to look a little something like this. The baby freeze takes a long time. And the longer you stand in your baby freeze, the slower your windmill will actually be. So what we want to do now is we want to shorten the time that you stand in your baby freeze. How are we going to do this, Sambo, you ask? Let me tell you. So the thing is, once you catch that baby freeze, what you want to do is you want to push yourself away from that baby freeze as fast as possible, making that freeze transition really, really short. Let me give you an example. And I will start slow, and then I will start speeding up, and you will see that the freeze will become shorter and shorter. I'm going to even try to explain this while I'm actually doing the windmill. So when you're doing your windmill right here, as you can see, my freeze takes a long ass time. So, short, short, short. You see how I speed that up? You got to push those hands and make sure that you create more speed in your windmill by doing that. Of course, you can use your legs at the same time, right? Start swinging those legs, but before you start doing that, when I look at Genuism's video, the freeze is the issue. He uses the freeze too much. So, if you want to create, barrel mills and all these kind of variations, this is the evolution it goes through. So first you learn your windmill, and you have long freeze, slow windmill. you're gonna shorten that freeze moment by pushing off as fast as you can. The next step, going towards barrel mills, nutcrackers, and all these kind of things, is basically from the short push from the freeze, you want to actually, get rid of the freeze. And you're still going to push, but you're going to push like this. And I show this in my baby mill, in my munch mill tutorial. I use the hands like this. I don't do a baby freeze anymore. I just give it a small push like that. Once you can do that, your windmill is going to be a lot faster. But then, when your windmill is going to get a lot faster, you're going to get used to creating speed with your legs. So you won't even use the push anymore. Then you can start using your elbows. And then from there, once you're used to using your elbows, from there you can head on over to putting your hands like this and not even using your hands anymore. From here, what's the next position? You're going to grab your nuts right here. And then you're going to do some nutcrackers, all right? So let me just show this to all of you guys really quick right here. I will give you the windmill evolution of how to do it with your hands and then without your hands, all right? The full evolution. But I hope the quality is good enough, and I hope I don't touch anything right here because I have a table right there and a chair over there and lights over here. I hope I don't destroy the whole place. So, pay good attention, all right, guys? So, first I'm going to use the baby freeze. Then I'm going to tap shorter with my baby freeze. Then I'm going to use my two hands. Then from here I'm going to use my elbows. And then from there, I'm not going to use my hands anymore. And I'm not going to stretch my legs 100% because I don't have enough space right here, okay? But, just look at the hands and how I'm going to do that, all right? Wow. And that's how you create more speed. Woo! All right, this is gonna be harder than I thought, but it's worth it. All right, let me head on over to the comment section real quick right here. So, nice. Thank you for your guys' comments, and thank you for watching and supporting your coach right here. Awesome. I love all of you guys. So, have you seen Kinjas from Pikachu 5000? Have I seen Kinjas? Well, definitely I did see Kinjas, and I am a great fan of Kinjas, I'm not gonna lie. But of course I know Kinjas. They're like uber famous, right? My birthday is on Monday. Guys, this is a B-Boy live stream coaching session. Well, happy birthday, but all right, here we go. Hello, B-Boy Cam. Hoi Sam, ik ben Milan. Yeah, Milan van the Fresh All-Stars. Shout out to you, my brother. And storm windmills. But first 5 push-ups. Guys, if you have just entered the live stream, give me 5 motherfucking push-ups. Alright? No negotiation possible. Alright? You don't do the 5 push-ups, get the fuck on out of here, man. What the hell, man? You ain't got nothing to do over here, bro. Genu. Alright, so genuism, I hope you let me know if this helped out, and I hope you got some good info right there. And basically what you just had right here was my advanced windmill kind of, preview. Alright, so I hope that helped out. Alright, moving on to the next video. Idrisito, I hope you sent me a link. Alright, is that a link? Yes, that's a link. Alright, let me look you up, and then I can show you to the world. How's everybody feeling tonight? Alright, anybody going to party tonight later? Anybody going to a jam tomorrow? Is there a battle tomorrow you're going to? I do hope so, my friends. Idrisoto. If there's a battle somewhere close to you, tomorrow or Sunday, and you're not going, get the fuck off my live stream, man. I want hardcore people only. hardcore people only. GS. Idris Soto. Let's see what you have, my friend. All right, so hope everybody's feeling all right. Hope everybody's feeling the vibe right here with Coach Sambo. You know, live and direct, especially for y'all. I taught like 4 hours today of class. I did 2 hours in the evening, and I had something going on in the day. So after 4 hours of teaching, I'm still online teaching for you guys, helping you guys out to that next level. So make sure you hit a comment, you know, let me just know how your day was or whatever, you know what I mean? And, you know, just keep the vibe going right here, man, on Coach Sambo's YouTube channel. All right, let's transition right here and let's go check out Idris Soto. I hope I pronounce it right. And let's just see what you guys have for me right here. My man doing some footwork. Let's see if you sent me an actual question right here, because this is another compilation. And shout out to you, Idris Soto. All right, so my friend, I see you are very hungry. You are very hungry and you want to evolve, and that is one of the most important things if you want to evolve in this b-boy game, is you need to be really, really hungry. It doesn't matter how much talent you have or what kind of body you have. You just really want to get there. That's basically the only thing you want, because you can do everything you want if you just get the mind right. So let me just help you out and give you some tips on your footwork right there. Because your energy is good, but if I look closely, you know, you do slip up a little here and there. You know what I mean? It's not 100% control. So what I would do if I were you is I would just like slow it down 25 to 30% of practice until you start to get more comfortable. And then once you get more comfortable in those footworks, it will look a lot cleaner. And when it's a lot cleaner and you feel more comfortable, then speed will follow. You know what I mean? Because right now, if I would be judging you right now at a jam, and I'm looking at these footworks right here, and even if you would do power moves, if your adversary would just come in and bring that, you know, that finesse, you know, and that good floor contact while he's doing his footwork, you know, the advantage is gonna go in his direction. And I see you have it in you, and you probably do understand what I'm talking about right now. You see that moment right here, right before you were doing that leg switch right there, there was a little slip up. It was really small, but you know, b-boys can tell these kind of things. Transitions, you know, just how you connect with the floor is really, really important. Looking at your power moves right here, I'm not too worried about you, man. I'm not too worried about you. If you just, you know, if you use your brain and you evolve, you take your time, bro, you're gonna get there, man. I don't know how old you are. I think you're like between 17 and 20 years old. And that is a good age to be where you're at right now, and a good time as well. All right, so take your time when practicing. Make sure that you know what you are doing when you're practicing, and take your time. Take your time. It's not a race. You know, us b-boys, we're artists, and you need to take your time when you're performing your art. All right, and then once you master it at a high level, bro, you're good. I'm gonna switch this video off right now because that's how not worried I am for you, my brother Idris Soto. Respect to you, my brother. All right, moving on to the next video. All right, Mahmoud, my man Mahmoud, and my man Mahmoud. I don't know if you're watching this, but you sent me a video and not a link, so I cannot share it with the rest. So now I gotta go back to prehistoric style and show it to you guys like this. So let me just check out really quick right here. Footworks. Yeah. No, I'm gonna give Mahmoud some respect right here. I'm gonna look at his video. But next time, Mahmoud, you send me a link with a post, because now our fellow friends on the chat can see it. So this is how we have to do it now. So Mahmoud, I think what you need, my friend, is you need more footworks. You need to look up, and I don't have footwork tutorials at the moment, but they will follow. Don't worry about that. There will be tons of them, of course. But what I have to say right here is when I look at the combo you just did right now, it shows a lack of options. What you need, my friend, is you need to learn 20 to 30 footwork basics and really know all of them one by one. And that's when you want to start creating combos. Because now it's a little mish and a little moosh and a little this and a little of that, but we don't get any clear six step. We don't get any clear CC. We don't get any clear visual Zulu spin. It's just kind of a little bit of everything. So get to work. Look up some footwork tutorials by your man Focus. You know, footworks by Focus, footworks by Dizzy. These guys have really, really, really good footwork tutorials. Head on over there after this live stream, and that's when you're gonna start upgrading yourself. Moving on to the next video, my friends. Genuism. All right, now you send me the post. Too late, motherfucker. Semi. All right, let me look you up, brother, and then we watch this all together. Hope you're feeling the music right there in the background. Yeah. This is your man, MC Coach Sambo, representing it here live, baby, on Coach Sambo's live stream. First ever. Yo, let me know, what do you think of this live stream? What would I need to do to make it better? What do I need to do to get this to the next level? Let me know so I can let myself know and I can do something about it. So, semi. See what you got right there. I do remember this guy already sending me something to my Instagram, and you guys are always welcome to send stuff to my Instagram. You're always welcome. I'm always trying to help out. When I have the time, you know, when I'm on the train or whatever, I just look at it and I just give you a voice message with some tips. Nice. All right, this is looking pretty good right there, man. 3 air flares. Let me see what you got left. 1, 2, 3. I see your problem. All right, so if any other people here on the live stream have this same problem, it basically comes down to the same thing that we talked about a few minutes ago. One of our friends was doing almost 2 air flares, lost height when he started doing the second air flare. And now we have the same problem with Semi, but he's actually losing control when he's entering his 3rd air flare. And this is a very common, you know, it's not a mistake, but it is a common issue that I remember really well when I was still learning my air flares. And this is the fact that you want it too much. You're doing your 1st air flare. Yeah. 2nd air flare. Yeah. You're going towards that 3rd air flare, 4th air flare, and you're just so focused on being able to do 10 to 20 air flares that, you know, your focus actually disappears from the move. You're thinking more about doing 10 to 20 air flares than actually thinking about the landing in that position. Because when I see your 1st air flare, that landing is so perfect. Why can't you duplicate that into your 2nd and 3rd air flare? It's because the mind is losing focus while doing those air flares. So my friend, the only thing you have to do when I look at this is you have to train more chill. You have to train with the mind of someone that actually doesn't want to do 10 air flares. Because it should be casual. It's not special. When you think, oh, today I really need to do these 5 air flares. I really need this. I really need that. You're just frustrating yourself. And that's why it's getting harder for you to actually focus on the things that matter. And the things that matter when you're training your air flares like this is that landing. All right? So chill out. As Coach Sambo would say, chill the fuck out. You know, and take your time. Right before you're starting to throw your air flares, don't be all like, I need to do it. Because when I see somebody acting like that at practice, you already know they're not going to do it. And I see this when students of mine are practicing by themselves on the other side of the gym and nobody's looking, they're doing a good job. And then when they manage to do like 3 or 4 air flares, they come to me and they go, Sambo, I can do 3 or 4 air flares. All of a sudden, the pressure is there. He's not thinking about the air flares. He's thinking about what do other people think of me when I'm doing these air flares. Your mind is not in the right spot. And that's a very common issue and problem and phase you have to go through when learning these air flares. All right. But definitely Semi, I don't know how old you are, but bro, I'm not worried about you, man. Like, I should actually put my time into people that need my help. You don't need my help, man. You're getting there nice and fine, man. Congratulations. And the day you hit 25 air flares, just, you know, give me a shout out, post that on Instagram. And, you know, I would be honored to reach such a thing. All right. So let's move on to our next video right here. Oh, so Semi sent me another video of him doing his 1.5 air flares. Finally unlocked 1.5 air flares. Let's check that out. That looks pretty interesting. Finally, he did 1.5 air flare. Where is that video? Boom, boom, boom. Check, chickadee, check it out. Out. Boom, boom, boom. So, still with Semi right here, giving him some feedback on his 1.5 air flare right here. How's everybody doing? If you just joined the live stream, welcome. Have a drink, sit down, get relaxed. Wait, I gotta watch. He was like, yeah, I like that attitude, man. That means you worked hard for it, bro. Nice. So, this is the best way to learn your 1.5 air flare. And he's doing it on the floor. He's not even doing it on mats. The only thing I could actually add right here that could be a little better is what we call the pussy hands. What is the pussy hand? Let me just show you. Let me just change camera angle right here really quick. 3, 2, 1, and y'all know that one? So what you need to do for your 1.5 air flare is this. If you haven't checked that video out, definitely check it out. So what I mean by the pussy hand is this. You're doing your 1.5 air flare. Boom. And here, at this point, this is where you place your hands for safety. And, you know, it's better to do a 1.5 air flare with the safe way by placing your hands like this. But of course, you want to get rid of that and you want to land straight onto that back, right into that windmill, right? But this is unavoidable, you know, in the beginning, it's psychologically you can't help it. You have to put those hands in. That's why I would actually recommend you to train it on mats so you get more confidence when you're doing the move. And then once you have more confidence, then, you know, and you go full out, you'll just land nicely on your back, nice and clean, nice and smooth. And that's the thing you want to do. So don't forget, and you know, this is a good thing to talk about, is the name of that hand placement. Me and the battle droids, we call this the pussy hand. When he was putting down 2 pussy hands. Usually, most B-boys, they put down 1 pussy hand really, really quick, just to make sure that the impact isn't as hard as it would be if you're going to land that 1.5 air flare. So, when you're doing your 1.5 air flare, see? Those are pussy hands right here. You don't want those pussy hands. And I would love to show you guys a 1.5 air flare right now, but I'm not warmed up for that right now when I have a lot of, you know, 1.5 air flares in my 1.5 air flare tutorial. But yeah, basically this is a very normal phase when doing your 1.5 air flare. It's just protecting yourself and making sure you don't break your neck, right? And that's a really important thing to do. Also, another thing that would help, let me just go back to the camera right there. Another thing that would help really, really well to make sure you don't put those pussy hands on the floor when doing a 1.5 air flare is doing it full out. And what I mean by that is, and I say this in my 1.5 air flare tutorial very clearly, is when you do not trust the motion of the 1.5 air flare, you know, that's when the landing is going to be super rough and it's gonna be, you know, it can be really, really painful. And that's when you don't have the confidence to just throw it. And that's when the pussy hands, you know, they just show up. And so what I have to say is, when you're training your 1.5 air flares on mats, just throw it 150%. Your landing will be nice and smooth. That's one. Because your landing is nice and smooth, you gain more confidence. Because you gain more confidence, you lose the pussy hands. And then your 1.5 is nice and clean. All right? So let me know if that helped you guys out. I'm gonna do one more video, and then I gotta bounce. Because I'm gonna be honest, I have a lot of work making more tutorials for you guys. So, next video right here, tune my pick. Tombstones, I like that. Tune my pick. Let's look you up on Instagram really, really quick. I like that name, bro. I like that Instagram name. Tune my pussy hands. I hope everybody's going to have a very good Friday night, and I hope you're going to have a great evening. And if you do not have a girlfriend and are not married, then I hope you will score some pussy tonight. So let's transition right here, and so we can check out Tune My Pick's Tombstone. Check, check, chickadee, check, check, chickadee, check. All right, so what you can see very clearly right here is this guy is using his brains. He is using his brains. Why? Because he is really, really applying the technique that I explained in the Tombstone tutorial. And this is very, very good, because there are a lot of people out there that watch it, and even though the instructions are super, super clear, they're still doing some random stuff. So, let's look at the first pump. First pump, leg goes in, stretched out. By the second tombstone he's performing, and in the third tombstone he's performing, you see the pump of those legs kind of goes down. The first pump is the best one. The second one is a little weaker and a little softer. And because of that, you could see his tombstone starts to slow down, and basically it's almost kind of rolling over the floor, and that's why he's losing all his speed. So never forget, when you pull your legs in during a tombstone or even during a munch mill, every time you pull the legs in, you're not just creating the pump to continue, but you're also generating speed. And you can see this very clearly. In his second tombstone, he's pulling those legs in, but not enough. And you see it right there, his speed goes down. So the only thing Tune My Pick has to do right here is keep focus on those legs, pull the legs in as good as the first one every time, stretch them back out, pull them back in again, stretch them back out, pull in, stretch out, pull in, stretch out, pull in, stretch out. And that's how you're going to do continuous tombstones. But of course, this is not the final tombstone stage yet. You want to do your tombstone with legs stretched, but that does take time. It is a really, really hard variation to learn from the windmill, and you know, you have to have a lot of patience for that. Thank you, Tune My Pick, for sending in this video. Very good stuff. And I wish you a lot of luck with developing this tombstone in the future. I would actually love to see what your tombstones used to look before this. And it's always nice to see the evolution once somebody starts using new techniques, and so on, and so on, and so on. Yes, yes. So I'm going to answer 2 or 3 questions really quick right here in the chat. And then I'm going to go and switch off and start writing new tutorials for you guys, because tomorrow I have a very, very busy day. And well, Sunday also is a very, very busy day. By the way, Sunday we are heading back to the gym for the double air flares. Let me know if you guys love the double air flare vlog. And you know, even though they're not there yet, they're not doing the double air flare just yet, we are figuring out how it's going to be done. And I swear to God, we or somebody in our crew will do this double air flare soon. I swear to God, or I will shoot myself in the brain. All right. So, any questions for you guys? Wow, you guys are chatting a lot. I love that. I love that. Just give me a little second right here to catch up. How do I open up shoulders for chairs, inverts, and so on, and so on, and so on? Team power. Stilts. My friend, the best way to open up your shoulders is by doing bridge. All right? So when doing a bridge, you want to make sure your arms are all the way behind you. That is one, okay? And it is painful, especially, you know, at my age. I'm 32 years old right now. If I do a bridge, I die. I literally die. But, you know, battle droids and all these kids, they have to do bridge every training. They have to maintain this because, you know, bridge opens up a lot of stuff. It opens up good opening in your shoulders for air flares. It opens up freezes like inverts, hollowbacks, and all these kind of things. And of course, air chairs, even like chair freezes. You need good open shoulders that can do that. And the best thing for that is bridge. And when you're doing your bridge, make sure that you don't put your head like this. You want to look towards your tummy, towards your stomach. And that's how you're going to get that maximum stretch out of those shoulders, preparing you for inverts and for air flares and stuff like that. Also, an advanced exercise you can do if you have been training a lot of bridge is going from your bridge out of it via the handstand. All right, so you want to go bridge and then handstand out of that. Do that 10 times a day, my friend, and you will never ask me a single question again on shoulder flexibility. Big respect from Brazil, from Gabriel. Gabriel, what's up, man? I love Brazil. I would love to go there one day. You guys have the sickest power moves, and you know, you guys have some hot chicks over there. That's unbelievable. And we got Erky Turkey in the live chat. Ah, yeah. By the way, guys, I have a question for you guys, because I'm gonna finish up the live stream here in a minute. Do you believe that B-Boy Wing, now listen to me very carefully right here, right? Do you believe that B-Boy Wing has the best 2000 drills in the world? Let me know in the chat right now, because I will be gone in 4 minutes. I need to know right now. Do you think B-Boy Wing has the best 2000 drills in the world? If not, who does? Who has the best 2000 if it's not B-Boy Wing? I will tell you right that in a minute. Let me just see if there are some good questions right here so I can answer them. How do I open up the shoulders? I sent the video with the windmill. Yes. And I'm going to dance battle March 13th. All right, so Trinitix is going to a battle on March 13th. And I hope all of you people in this live stream have a battle plan on your schedule. Because if you don't, get the fuck out of my live stream. If you're a real b-boy and you know you have to go battle, there is no excuse possible. If you don't battle and you're like, oh, I'm not ready to battle, stuff like that, get the fuck out of my live stream. Aha. Going to teach classes tomorrow, but right now I'm practicing air chairs in my living room while checking the Q&A. Edwards, I like that attitude, man. It's almost 1 a.m. at the moment. That's how you do it, man. That's the way you climb up to success, bro. How do I open up bridge, Gumby, air chairs, inverts, that? All right, I just answered that question for Team Power Stilts. I just need the homework. Well, I hope I helped you out with that. Footwork Fundamentals by Storm is really dope. Of course, I was talking about footworks earlier on for a few of you guys. One of the best videos on the net is Storm's Footwork Fundamentals. If you would just study that whole DVD for like a year, you're going to win every battle out there. Every battle. But that's the problem. Most people don't study it. They're like, oh, I want to do air flares. One of the best. So Wing does one of the best. Most consistently, I do have to agree on that. He is pretty consistent with his 2000s. Kaku does have really good 2000s, but we're talking about 2000 drills right here. Yes, but the best is kind of subjective. Yeah, that's true. That's true. One of the best. Kaku doesn't do drills. He just opened the legs. Yeah, all right, yeah. No fighting, guys. No fighting. No fighting. Can you see my video I sent on the Instagram? Oh, H funny. That's going to be for next time because I have to finish up right here. It's really, really late and I have tons of stuff to do. Anyways, before I finish off the live stream right here, you guys have to check out this video that has just been released on the net. It's been released by my man Erky Turkey, and we're gonna look it up right here. Check out his teaser he put online right here. So Erky Turkey is a very good friend of mine. He is a Turkish legend when it comes to, you know, b-boying in Turkey and the history in Turkey. And he is also making tutorials for the new Turkish generation, which is needed because these guys, you know, I went to Turkey quite a few times. They do have a lot of talented and good b-boys, but they don't have any guidelines and they don't speak English, so they can't follow all the tutorials that they have on the internet. So that's why Erky Turkey is doing what has to be done, and he is helping out the new Turkish generation. 80 million people in Turkey. And we don't see any b-boy kids from Turkey. And that's, you know, that has to change. And, you know, God bless people like that actually put in the work so they can transform what is today into what it can be tomorrow. So, check this out. Check this out, my friends. Check this out. So right now we're on Erky Turkey's Instagram. And this is the video you guys want to check. Well, this is actually the teaser. And I saw it yesterday. He gave me a preview and it's really awesome. Check this out. If you really want to know who has the best drills on this globe, all right? Check this out. All right, so what you're basically going to see in this full video is you're going to see a guy called Çorapçı, which means socks, Skarpetski, and he is, you know, this guy from Turkey, like, not a lot of people know this guy. He has the most insane 2,000 drills ever. And to prove that, and to put Turkey on the map, what Erky did is he basically took Wing's best 2,000 drill and put it next to Çorapçı's best 2,000 drill. And they go head to head. So head on over to YouTube, well, you're already on YouTube, right? Head on over to his channel, it's Erky Turkey, and just look up his latest video. Give him a like, give him a comment, show your love, show your support, because, you know, people like this are really, really rare, you know what I mean? And I know what I'm talking about, you know what I mean? Like, Belgium didn't have any kids back in the day until people started working on that. And now Belgium is known for having kids, for having all these kids doing power moves and stuff. But that's because people actually put in the work. And Erky Turkey right now, he puts in the work. So give him that support, because support the people who need it. And check out that goddamn video, man, because I was shocked when I saw this video. I saw these two 2000s, you know, going head to head with each other. Insane, awesome. Okay, guys, so that is it for my first live stream. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Shout out to Martin. Martin from the Battle Droids crew actually does have good 2000s. I think his 90s are better than his 2000s, though. I know you, bro. I know you, bro. Definitely check out Martin from the Battle Droids crew. He's like one of our best footwork heads. Definitely check him out. He's in his exams right now, so, you know, give him some love for that. I'm gonna switch off right here because, you know, I got stuff to do, and I just want to finish off with one last thing. One last thing. I love that move, man. Well, stay tuned for my turtle tutorial. It will be online soon, all right? All right, guys, so definitely let me know if you want me to do another live stream anywhere in the future. Give me feedback. Give me feedback. I eat feedback for breakfast. You know what I mean? Negative, positive, it's all good. I'll just eat the whole thing. I drink it with a can of Coke. It's all good. Give me that feedback, and I will be back on the next live stream. Let me know what tutorials you want to see next. Because, by the way, I will be making, well, not millions, but I will be making a lot of tutorials for you guys. And I hope these live sessions work out too. All right? So take care. Have a good evening. I hope you score some pussy tonight because it's Friday night and I just got paid. All right, man. This is your boy, B-Boy Sambo. Peace.